Hello, welcome to my channel. If you're joining me for the first time, you are so welcome here. I hope you'll subscribe and stay. If you follow me, thank you so much for your support. I appreciate you so much. So what I wanted to do today was turn you on to this great little deal that I came up on. And it's pretty freaking great. So I was looking around on Etsy. I don't know how to pronounce that last name. She is a deck creator. I know she has 3 Oracle decks, and I think she sells other stuff as well. 2 of her decks are mass market. One of them is an inner child, and the other one is, it's an Oracle with this on the front, but I can't remember what it's called. Cosmic something. Anywho, so found this deck. It's a 44 card deck with 2 guide cards. It comes in this little pouch, but it's a misprint deck, and I love a misprint deck. If I can get a misprint deck, I would rather have that. But anyway, I got a misprint deck, and I got it for $13.99 plus a little bit of shipping. So I'm ecstatic with this. The deck usually comes in a tin. The ones that aren't misprinted usually comes in a tin. It doesn't have a guidebook. You don't need one. Yeah, it usually comes in a tin, and that's really the only difference. I looked at the ones that were, I can't tell these are misprinted. I'll just say that. And she did send it in this little velvet bag, and also a little sticker. And I got it within 3 days, so that was also pretty cool. She shipped it the same day I ordered it. Got this cool card here. So let's take a look at this amazing little deck here. This captivating little deck. I like it a lot. I like it a lot. So now, this is the size of cards they are, and you can see the difference. Which I like a little pocket deck that's not so little I can't see it. Let's take a look. So this little deck is called the Wayfinder Oracle. And if you'd rather get the deck that comes in a tin, I think it's $24.99 maybe. I might be wrong. I'm just guessing. I think it's $20-something. Okay, let's just go. Let's roll with it. The Wayfinder Oracle was created to help you break old patterns, release limiting beliefs, and reconnect with your inner clarity, especially in the moments when you feel unsure of what to do next. When your thoughts are spiraling and your emotions feel overwhelming, your nervous system becomes activated. In these states, we often default to familiar reactions instead of conscious, aligned choices. This is where the Wayfinder Oracle meets you. Well, as someone with having PTSD, this was just screaming to me that I really need this deck in my life. Actually, it really was. And on the back, by simply pausing and pull a card, you interrupt that automatic pattern in real time. You create space between the trigger and your response. Within that space, your nervous system begins to regulate. Your mind softens. You gain access to a more grounded, aware version of yourself. The version of you that gets to choose what happens next. Offering clear, centered, and intuitive guidance, every message supports you in becoming a more secure, embodied, and self-trusting version of yourself. This deck is here to help you slow down, reconnect, and move forward with intention. And we have another little guidance card. How to use. Each card in the Wayfinder Oracle is designed to answer the questions. What should I do about? Shuffle the cards while holding your situation in mind, placing your specific question into the blank. When you feel ready, pull a card from anywhere in the deck. Start with a 1-card pull, as this deck is meant to offer direct guidance on what is needed next. If you feel called to go deeper, you can pull additional cards to gain more insight. When you read your card, take a moment to reflect on how it applies to your situation. But be honest with yourself. The guidance may be simple, but not always easy. The Wayfinder Oracle is here to support your decision-making, not to replace it. Trust your intuition and take only what resonates. This deck is intended for personal insight and reflection, and all decisions and actions taken are the sole responsibility of the user. If you're navigating a serious or painful situation, please consider reaching out to a trusted professional, as this deck is not a substitute for professional, medical, legal, psychological, or therapeutic support. And I love that this was added in, because that is exactly how I feel about the cards. I think we need to be very careful. I think I've said that before on some of my videos with the advice we give. These are the backs of the cards, which I think is beautiful. I did edge them. It's 2 different colors. I had to mix them up. One of my markers went dry on me. So anyway, love these cards. I kind of did go through them and look, and just a simple message that speaks of volumes. Have patience and wait. And I think that really went with the spread that I did yesterday about taking a video I did yesterday, a spread about taking slow steps and going slow like the turtle. So we have patience and wait. Gorgeous artwork. Pause, reflect, and let your emotions cool before taking action. Great message. Believe in yourself. You can do this. And you know, it seems so simple, but sometimes you just need to hear it. Even if it's from the intuitive higher self of your cards, or if you are thinking a spiritual message. However you do your readings, I absolutely believe that this is when, like, I was supposed to see it. If I see it or I pull it, it helps. Shift your energy and focus on gratitude, which is actually something I'm practicing now. Do not jump in just yet. Not everything is as it seems. Follow your instincts and listen to your body. And I'm a total believer in listening to your body as a yoga instructor too. Sometimes we push ourselves too much, and you can hurt yourself doing yoga. You can pull stuff, and you have to know to honor your body and to listen to your body, and to totally honor what you can do and what you can't do. Take the action you will respect later. This is one of my favorites. So yeah, whatever you're going to do, like, think about in the future, are you going to respect yourself for what you're getting ready to do? So I love this. I love this card. I love the raven. I love the butterflies. I love everything about it. Oh, and it's 44 cards plus the 2 guidance cards. Ask for help. It is safe to accept support. Another big message there. Open your heart to new ideas and embrace outside perspectives. Love that. That gives Hangman vibes. Feel it fully, then let it go. I think that says a lot too. I feel like you have to go through a period of feeling it fully before you can let it go. And you may never, ever be able to let it completely go. You can learn to live with it. Take care of your needs first. And that makes me think of the whole airplane scenario, like when the masks come down. You can't save anybody else if you can't breathe. So get yours on first, and then start helping everybody else. It is safe to draw close and let love in. Beautiful. Stand your ground, speak up, and do not give in. And I definitely think there's a time and a place where that needs to be done, and not to be so compliant. Especially in the days we seem to be living in now. Connect to the divine. Find the magic within. I love this. Seek wisdom and ask for guidance. Slow down, do not rush. This can wait for another day. And I don't know what it has been for the last 3 or 4 months, but I am totally all about snails. It must be my spirit animal that I'm working with now. Slowing down. Get clear on the facts before making a decision. Seek what is possible, not what is missing. Sometimes we do that in tarot spreads. Sometimes we need to look for what's missing from the spread instead of what's there. It's time to set boundaries. And I love how his paw is just like, it's like he's just stepping out to us. You choose how to write this story. I love this. What a great message. I struggle with this, writing my own story. As a matter of fact, I started using the apothecary cards here. I need to do a walkthrough of those, the animal apothecary cards, about writing my own story. So it gave me a practice that I have started working on. So I'll share that with you later. If you're interested, drop it in the comments, and we'll talk about that. But yeah, write your own story. Be the main character. Do not ignore it. Talk about it. It's like the elephant in the room. It's like there's tension. I really like this. There's how many of you guys have been in this situation? It is like the elephant in the room. It's the energy is so, it's just, I don't know, the energy is bad, and there's something just hanging in the air, and nobody's saying anything. And are you going to be the first to speak up, or are you just going to let it go and keep being just weird? It's just a weird situation when that happens. Do not give up hope. This is something worth fighting for. Beautiful card. Surrender and release what you cannot control. Which I have issues with this. I do try to control. And there's things no matter what I do, I can't control. Walk away from it. I love the birds in the background. The star, the mushroom. This is so pretty. Embrace curiosity and let go of fear. The magic cat with a rabbit in it. I love it. Release the past. It is keeping you from the present. I think we've all done that to a certain extent too. Be honest with yourself and act in alignment with who you are. And that is some big words with a big statement and a big mood. Show love to yourself and others in this situation. And sometimes that's just damn hard to do, right? But, you know, I don't know. I could talk on that for a long time. It is time to speak the truth in love. And I love that we have a key at the top. We have the wolf howling with the little song notes coming out. And we have the person walking the path. Just so much symbology in there. Release your assumptions as they are clouding your ability to see clearly. My goodness. Right? I love these. Choose silence at this time. Observe to reflect and do not interfere. Sometimes we just have to let the chips fall where they may. Sometimes we have to back up and say, not my circus and not my monkeys. And sometimes we just have to let people learn lessons on their own. Go rest and be alone as you need time to process. And I think that's a good thing too. I think this is a great card because I have learned with my inner work and the issues that I have, especially with having PTSD, is instead of trying to talk it out when I know that I can't and I have anger or big feelings, I'll just ask, we need to talk about this later. I need time to process all this information before I say anything, because like one of the other cards, I don't want to regret what I say. What was that card? I don't want to regret what I say. Here it is. It goes with that perfect. Take the action you will respect later. So these cards kind of talk to each other too. I'm noticing as I'm going through them. Shake your body and release this energy. And that was an animal fact that I read yesterday from the Animal Apothecary, how animals do this shake and release thing. It was talking about an antelope. I really need to go over do a walkthrough of that deck too, because I'm working with it and it's phenomenal too. But this made me think of that. Shake your body and release this energy. Return to center. Listen to your soul. And I love the keys and some of these cards. I love keys anyway. I kind of collect keys. So I love that. Your soul knows. It is time to forge a new path in order to reach your destination. And I love that we have the big grizzly bear, a grizzly bear. And then in this cave is like a whole new portal. This moment is here to teach you. And sometimes we don't want to learn the lesson, right? Look for the hidden patterns. That's easier said than done. Usually hindsight's 20/20, but usually when you come out of something, when you get out of the situation, like you can't see the forest for the trees, when you get out of the situation and you look back, you see the hidden patterns that everybody could see but you. So I think that's a great message too. Step back. This is not your mountain to climb. Oh, how I love that. I love it. You can't save everybody. You have come so far. Do not turn back now. I love this tiger. Look at him with his main character energy, like coming through there. Be open to the unexpected. Life is ready to surprise you. Embrace the abundance of this moment. I love this Ace of Cups looking card with the two goldfish or beta fish up at the top. Anyway, I just love it. Embrace the abundance of this moment. You're never going to have this moment again, ever. It'll never pass by. Never, ever again. This is the only time you will experience this moment on this in this reality anyway. Choose peace. Step away from chaos. Trust yourself. You already know the answer. 1000%. And this makes me think of flipping the coin in the air. When you're calling heads or tails, you kind of know what you're wanting it to land on. So I love that. I love that. So let's do a little shuffle here and pull out a card that maybe you need to hear. As a matter of fact, let's pull out 3 cards. All right, choose a stone. Maybe this is a message that you need for the day. So we have the moonstone. We'll lay that there. And we have goddess energy here. This is a little goddess energy. If I don't knock the camera off, being clumsy. And here we have the witch's broom or the black kyanite. So pick one, whichever one you're drawn to. And let me know in the comments if it resonates with you at all. So, this is going to be the moonstone. And I like that these cards are kind of smaller. As a matter of fact, these will be great to take with you if you go anywhere to read, a party or friend's house. Or 3. All right, let's see what we have here. So, if you chose card number 1 with the moonstone, let's see what we have for you. I'm going to move these 2 out of the way so we won't be distracted. Card number 1, moonstone. It is time to forge a new path in order to reach your destination. And you may have a big, scary grizzly bear looking over your shoulder that you may have to pass by to get to the destination. It may be scary. It may be a scary destination. You may have to walk in an environment that you're not used to. And it's always scary going through a new portal or door. So that is your message. And I'm going to put it over here. The second one is the goddess. If you chose the goddess, take care of your needs first. Maybe you're doing a lot of running around, making sure everybody else is okay. Maybe you're doing a lot of caretaking. And maybe that's something that you need to do and it's a must in your life. But for you to be able to take care of somebody else, you need a little bit of rest and you need a little bit of respite. You need a little bit of time to take care of yourself and your needs first. Maybe there's a dentist appointment that you haven't went to that needs to be taken care of. Maybe you need to go to the eye doctor. Maybe you need new glass. Maybe there's just a lot of things that you've been putting off. Maybe there's a lot of mail stacked up that you haven't went through. Maybe you just need to sit in the bath with some rose petals and a candle. However, whatever is coming up for you that you would like to do. Maybe you need to go take a walk. Get somebody to give you that break, or take that break. If it's any way possible to take the break, do that. So that is your message. And if you chose the Witch's Broom or the Black Kyanite, we have be honest with yourself and act in alignment with who you are. Maybe you're not being true to yourself. Maybe you act one way in front of everybody else, but in private, you're a totally different person. So I would say with that, be honest with yourself. Come in alignment with who you are, and don't be ashamed about it, or don't be hiding it. If it's something that you want to share, step into your era, whoever you are. It's time for it to be your era. Just say your name and say like I'm Kelly, like this is Kelly's era. And that's what I have for you. So anyway, the cards are on Etsy. Again, it was a misprint. I don't know if you guys could tell. I can't tell. I mean, I think they're amazing. And I don't know. It's like, to me, I always look for misprinted. I have a lot of cards that are misprinted or not aligned right, or something happened with the printing where they're one or two of the cards may be a little bit taller. But yeah, I think that just makes them special for me. And two, they come at a better price. So anyway, peace out, my friends. I love you guys.